God tells you to stop obsessing on the illusions of your past. I have no recollection of the several failures you feel will have a huge impact on your life. What impact do you think they'll have on your future if I entirely forget about them? Do not be fearful or discouraged, for I, the Father, am the God who exists in your past experiences and reshapes your future on a pure and faultless foundation of kindness and forgiveness. The Father declares you to be His treasured treasure. I gained your complete personal history by sacrificing the lives of my progeny in order to display you as a valuable jewel on the outfit of my fiancé. The Father proclaims that you are a manifestation of elegance, and I will be enhanced and decorated by your presence. My love will shine through you. Therefore, consider the absence of relevance from the past. There are no hurdles or disqualifications in any kind. I am cleansing and purging you, treating you with sense, as a beloved individual in whom the Father declares no defects or blemishes. Jesus affirms that He knew the user before they were born and that they recognized Him. We traveled through time together, and I patiently instructed and prepared you for this moment. You were practicing to attain supremacy at the time, and now is your opportunity to grasp it. Contrary to popular belief, I did not leave much to chance in your life, as the Father. The only variable is how decisively you will beat the dark thing and force it to retreat. Before the creation of the world, you and I agreed on a plan for obtaining success in your life. We cheered together in the celestial locker room as you descended to earth, greeted by throngs of departed spirits. You are a great competitor in the celestial arena, with all of the odds stacked in your favor to triumph over every attack by the forces of evil. The Father assures you not to be afraid. The adversary's position is on the point of surrender. They understand that they have little prospect of success. You are the highly regarded offspring of a devoted father figure, and your destiny is set, my offspring. Today, God declares that His blessings and favor in your life are permanent and cannot be taken away. Despite everything you have learned, you should listen to my advice because I will assist you overcome the obstacles on your trip and guide you to the achievement of your ultimate goal. When someone inquires about the status of current conditions, inform them that everything is proceeding in accordance with Romans 8 verse 28. Every piece works together to help you. The Father says that He does not allow any other options for the things in your life. I have placed upon you the seeds of my highest favor, which have the power to influence and shape every situation, circumstance, and link in your life to your ultimate good and benefit. You will incite religious mindsets in your vicinity to express their dissatisfaction by asking, "How is this possible? I have not witnessed such a profound manifestation of divine favor." You have been designated as the epitome of unadulterated favor, and my commitments are being fully realized and affirmed through your life. The Father encourages you to relax since you have been summoned by my purpose. Don't worry about things that appear uncertain at the present. The outcome is certain, and your safety is ensured because the Father is always under my expert supervision. According to God, your Father is currently struggling with the belief that He is God. I am not pacing the throne, wringing my hands, and debating how to handle your problem. You have questioned about what is ahead for you, so let me to guide you. I initially commit to inactivity, but I will first present you with a warning and notification. Allow me to inform you ahead of time that I will act as a deity in directing your circumstances. I shall maintain complete control and authority over the situation at all levels. I will find enjoyment in the situation, leading the powerful folks who assert their authority to enslave you to suffer dread and abandon their hold on you, much like prey being released from a lion's or bear's grasp. My full strategy is outlined here. The Father expresses His desire to present Himself in your life. My dear, It appears that you do not pose much of a difficulty. I have not met anything that you are now working with that challenges or exceeds my capabilities in any way. Is your insomnia caused by the anticipation of tomorrow? Is that really the case? The Father invites you to a rational debate in which he will demonstrate his might by allowing you to literally feel his hand and squeeze his bicep. This encounter will confirm that you have nothing to be concerned about. According to divine instruction, praying with inexpressible moans is consistent with God's perfect plans. You do not need to fully understand my purposes to properly pray for my perfect plan to unfold in your life. Express your thoughts and emotions in the languages I supply, and you will unleash a great force that will overwhelm the enemy and cause them to flee the battlefield. The Father states, I have rescued you from the pollution of the world and the prevailing social norms. Allow me to fully cleanse you with my invigorating aura. Allow me to purify you both internally and externally, until you are only capable of contemplating my ideas and expressing my emotions. The Father declares that He exists within you. I am present in your life and manifest myself in both positive and negative ways, influencing many parts of your existence. Collaborate with me. Collaborate with me. If you cooperate with me, I will dramatically improve your life in ways you cannot imagine. Today, God announces that He will give you new and real communications. Your prayers and speeches will both transform. You may not always have a clear comprehension of my Spirit's profound yearning within you, but you will eventually feel satisfied with the outcome. The Father states that when angels' tongues meet your lips, they will drive away all negative forces. What is your opinion on the reason for the enemy's religious bias against the gifts I possess? He understands their body language and protects them from harm. He utilizes mockery and arrogance to keep control of the concept, ensuring that you remain under his influence. The Father urges you to open your mouth wide, and he will fill it. I will intercede on your behalf with excruciating groans. The Father declares that he will cause a tremendous and transformative shift within you, freeing you from the confines of hell. The Father proclaims that this is your assigned time and moment. He will vanquish those who have imprisoned you, steal their property, and descend to liberate you from all sorts of opposition. God encourages you today, my child, not to give up hope. I am here to offer assistance and protection, ensuring that I will be your dependable defender throughout difficult moments. The Father assures that hope should be a constant source of comfort throughout difficult times. He assures that no disappointment or discouragement will result from placing one's trust in Him. The Father argues that pessimism is fundamentally a symptom of disobedience and distrust. Allow the hope within you to be peaceful and settled, trusting on patience to provide you the information and tangible outcomes you seek. You will not be embarrassed or humiliated. I will complete the duty that you have expected of me. The outcome will not meet your expectations since you have modest goals. However, I am compelled to imagine larger goals. Which choice would you like the Father to question about? A tiny desire that you understand, or a great dream that may be beyond your grasp but will make you grateful when it comes true? That was my opinion. The Father declares that one must rediscover hope. The Father says, have faith in me for the outcome. Use prudence in your speech to keep the enemy's despair from being shown via your words. Things are currently fantastic and improving, and this is the only truth. Today, God declares that you have been appointed as His son in His household. You have both honor and authority. Use your authority to expel the foe who mocks and exploits your existence. Place the power of your words on those who are bringing you damage. My favor will safeguard and shield you from the impending and widespread danger that hangs over you. As the Father has stated, your health will be restored if you remain calm and have confidence. Regardless of the impacts of time and chance, I will ensure that your physical shape retains energy, respiration, and well-being. The Father emphasizes that your health is not a secondary consideration. I precisely measure each inhale and track each heart contraction. I am aware of your current blood pressure, and I monitor your blood sugar and cholesterol levels more frequently than you do. Today, I place my hand on your body and exhale into you, proclaims the Father. The Father declares, live, exist and build a reputation for being vibrant and full of life. You will accompany the infantry and dash alongside the cavalry, and no strand of your hair will fall to the ground without being compensated by your Father, who is concerned and determined to expressing his loyalty to you. Jesus Christ claims that the difficulties you have faced in life are not the final moments of death, but rather the beginning phases of giving birth. I am initiating a fundamental revolution within you. Do not terminate the process. Do not reject to engage in the process by which I grant you the freedom that your heart longs for. You wish to understand my boundlessness and the liberation that comes from committing oneself to my goals. The Father guarantees you that He will lead you to that tableau, but you must trust Him throughout the process. Every miracle and supernatural deliverance I execute is always accompanied by the critical component of patience and composed perseverance. The Father recommends that if one feels forced to voice displeasure, they should address it to Him. Call on me, as I refuse to take offense. Nothing you can say to me will cause me to withdraw my sight from you. The wise sages and profound mystics of the past expressed their dissatisfaction and irritation, and I stood by them throughout, guiding them to spiritual enlightenment in my presence. I don't love them any more or any less than I do you. The Father emphasizes that a person with a genuine and transparent heart, entirely vulnerable and exposed in front of Him, would never be rejected in His presence. Today, God verifies that your will, no matter how strong, will not thwart my plans for your life. Regardless of your troubles and concerns, it is critical to understand that I interfere in your life based on the covenant and feelings you spoke to me in prayer many years before. You stated that I was the supreme authority in your life. You claimed that you did not have autonomy, but were purchased in a transaction. You indicated your desire to give the Lord entire reign over your life, allowing Him to do as He pleases. The Father confirms that He took your prayers seriously and considers any subsequent displays of dissatisfaction in your life as a temporary slip. I will maintain control over your life. Sometimes you don't understand anything and need explanation. My acts and gestures towards you are an answer to the prayer you offered when you gave your life to me. When you lack perception and comprehension, I will use your determination to determine how I will handle all parts of your life. According to God, the DNA in your body longs for my existence within you to be exposed. The cells in your tissues are tense, ready to burst out with energy and well-being as my full identity emerges from within your being. The Father claims that He is erasing the distinction between His own identity and that of the person He is addressing. I am probing your deepest essence and guiding you to elevate your thoughts and awareness in accordance with my intelligence and moral values. Despite your mind and emotions' attempts to convince you differently, the Father assures that you are not separated from Him. I strongly prefer the tune of the bridegroom's song. As I work on sustaining the universe, I silently sing to myself. I belong to my beloved, and she belongs to me. You are the object of my deep affection, and I have proudly shown the symbol of my love and the emblem of my favor for your existence. Today, rest in my embrace as the eternal love story plays out in the depths of your own heart. Today, God states that pain has no unique worth. I am not viewing your life from a position of authority, seeking gratification from the difficulties and sorrows that you face on occasion. The Father declares, I am revealing something within you. My people have a basic assumption that I will take action on them, whereas in fact I wish to bring about a transformation within them. The Father wishes to show my Son, my glory, and my power in your life in an exceptional way. This is what I have already done in others and what I aim to do in you. Endure, declares the Father, and have trust that swift assistance will be sent to you. You will recognize that the answer comes from me because it will stand out within you. The words will rise to the surface, and you will speak them, causing the mountain to move and the valley to level. As the Father has declared, deliverance will come to you and everyone you care about. This is a phase of trust and minimal probing. I have chosen to leave many questions unanswered because I govern based on your spiritual nature, where I am entrenched in a position of authority. Now is the time to evaluate your thoughts and take control of your life by depending on your inner self, which is endowed with vast knowledge and fueled by my divine favor and strength. You can release this power in your life by saying words of faith and confidence. According to God, one of Jesus' missions while on earth was to exemplify what was possible. The Father states that you are a progeny with potential. Today I resolve to represent and demonstrate my own individuality. You embody endless delight and limitless possibilities. Today, I'll serve you an appetizer that reflects your true skills. The Father emphasizes that your history will not shape your identity in any way. Instead, your identity will be determined by your potential in me. Your greatest strength is in being a contradiction to doubt and demoralization. The summit of your talents resides in demonstrating my unfailing love for your loved ones and those in your proximity. As a result, I recommend that we make a full commitment to accompany me today. Place your complete trust in me like never before. If you believe in me for matters beyond death, why not for matters beyond the next week? I have assured your eternal life in future days. Do not allow the dark powers to take away your tranquility and happiness. Their plans will fail. As your Father, I am actively protecting you now to ensure your well-being. God makes a proposition to you today. I recommend that you let go of all of your obligations and problems and accept my involvement. I am ready to carry your worries not only for the first mile, but also for the second, third, and fourth miles. The Father insists that you are not trying His patience. As long as your heart beats, you will continue to receive my grace and mercy. Stop letting the adversary to claim that committing crimes has cost you your chance at heavenly favor. That idea seems ludicrous to your Father. The Father declares that you will have the opportunity to begin afresh. Do not lose motivated when you encounter familiar settings in your life. I am not putting you through another test. Instead, I am providing you with an opportunity for atonement. Avoid expressing a negative feeling by saying, "I have previously experienced this situation and was dissatisfied with the outcome." The Father insists that this time will be different. I previously accompanied you in that situation, but you will now accompany me in a unique and distinct manner on this occasion. The Father shows His deep distaste to failure. I truly despise the lessons that failure teaches. Failure is a dishonest opponent who suggests you have lost your worth. Failure can be characterized as the closing of a business or receiving a termination notification in your salary envelope. I deeply despise the connotations of failure for you, and I refuse to accept any of them. You are more than simply a conqueror. You are surpassing the rank of a conqueror. Today, I will demonstrate this to you. According to God, you are currently immune from the law of sin and death. At this point, I ask that you take a deep breath to remove all of the impurities and consequences of the law. The Father declares that you should no longer see yourself as bound by that law. You are exempt from sin and death. You are freed and subject to the law of the Spirit of life. You are free to feel love. The Father declares you a participant in the law of love. You have the freedom to experience happiness, peace, and even financial success. My goal is for you to prosper. My objective is for you to thrive and remain healthy, just like your inner being does. I appreciate that this may contradict everything you've previously learned. However, it is crucial to stress that I do not appreciate or prioritize human sorrow or suffering. The Father allows them to continue. Have the fortitude to anticipate and believe that I am currently enhancing and pouring benefits on you that exceed your expectations. You believe those days were over, but they remained. You have an exciting future ahead of you. The Father declares that He has great things in store for you. Begin to adjust to the profound and fast expanding experience of being loved incredibly and exponentially. God is asking you today if you are ready to experience and embrace the full scope of His presence. It is critical that you understand that I have never been closer to you than I am right now. The issue is the level of your attention and attentiveness. Your location is defined by the object of your attention. Direct your attention to me, declares the Father. Direct your feelings towards me. I'll emerge as your healer, liberator, and rescuer. I shall free you from the knot of your history. The Father allows them to continue. Eliminate the residual consequences of emotional pain from earlier experiences. Take in the embrace of my wonderful and whole nature. I'll recover. The restoration of your kind soul that you requested is currently underway. I am synchronizing the rhythm of your heartbeat with mine, declares the Father. I'm expanding your spiritual heart size. Your inner heart is overflowing with my life, love, and compassion, which flow through its 4 chambers. I am now guiding you into the domain of my unlimited affection. I will offer you a safe and secure environment for your affection. My love for you will never fail. Jesus Christ proclaims that He is liberating you today from the rigidity of your spirit that the enemy has attempted to infect you with. The opponent is aware of the danger you pose, and his only way of impeding your growth is to entice you into adopting a brittle and stubborn attitude toward the acts I am taking in your life and the lives of others. The Father allows you to pray the phrase, "Bend me, O God." When you say this prayer, the Father says that the first thing He will do is fill you with the essence of His presence, like oil soaking a substance. I will completely saturate you with the essence of my heavenly presence, rendering the enemy powerless to impede your escape from his grasp. Today, the Father wants you to embrace your clever and elusive nature. You are currently fully immersed in my divine blessings. I am already present within you as Christ, and I will now manifest myself to you in an unmatched way. The Father ensures that there is no need to postpone for an indefinite time. The present instant has transformed into the day we have been longing for.